I spent $100 on Amazon trying to get as much tools and supplies that I needed. Tell me how I did. First, for $22.79, I got something I've been needing for a long time, and I'll show you why in a second. Those small sanders go on a drill and let you sand the inside of things that were inaccessible with normal sanders or really hard to do by hand. This CNC tray, for example, has bit traces inside, and sanding hardwood by hand is nearly impossible. Let's get it done. This works really well, but should probably be paired with a vacuum. It makes a lot of dust, which is a good sign. I can't wait to use those on places I can't reach with my normal sanders. I hope the pad lasts a while because there's just one, but with the ton of sandpaper they give with it, I suspect it should. The second thing I chose for $14.99 is a pair of tiny Irwin clamps. I'll show you what they look like compared to my regular 6 and 12 inches one. I make a lot of bandsaw boxes, and I think those will be perfect to glue up some of the drawers and other small parts. I'll give them a test soon, and if they're good, I'll probably get another set. I find normal clamps too big and often too strong for bandsaw boxes. I can't wait to give those a try, but I trust them, as the clamps I have from them have lasted me years so far. Next, for $16.90, is this square meant to trace lines at certain distances and measure angles. At a first glance, I can't say I love this. The measurings are weirdly placed, and I had to resharpen my pencil really pointy for it to even fit the slots. The angles match my usual square, which I guess is not much of a feat. I can't say I'm impressed with this one. Next is something I'm excited to use in the following weeks, some structural dowels at $15.99. Not meant to hide screws, but to make smaller but solid hardwood things. I have no plans so far, but I know I want to start using some dowels and more hand tools soon. So subscribe and you'll soon see what I'll build. Thanks to all subscribers, it really helps the channel reach new levels every month. I'll drop them all in my wooden dowel box, which goes on my shelf and will be used very soon. For hiding screws, I'll still use my long smooth dowels, as they sand really nice without the textured side. Next is something I've wanted for a long time, countersink drill bits with a depth stop. It looks nice. It's well reviewed, so I give it a try for $21.99. They come in different bit size and screw size for the size of the head. It seems well made, and the spinner is just this piece of plastic, which stops it from going too deep. You set the depth with an Allen key. Let's give it a try. The holes are consistent in depth, which is what you want with this. It's only job. Let me try it on some hardwood and attach it to this 2x4. Purple heart is very hard, so this is making it smoke already, but it works great. I like it. Time will tell how long it lasts. You'll see it on the channel for sure. Next, I wanted to see how an inexpensive Japanese sock could do, and this one was only $10.99, and I could have had two for $13.99. It's very cheap. Let's give it a try on some dowels. It has two sides, one with more smaller teeth, meant for cross-cutting when I need today. The other side is meant to rip wood along the grain. It works great. You have to be careful not to cut the wood with the back of the blade, but with good technique, that's not a problem. For the last one, I tried using the wrong teeth, meant for ripping, and it was for sure harder and not as great result. That said, they all look the same and great once sanded. I'm happy with the stuff I got for $100, and this is in Canada. So for you Americans, you'd get a bit more, as this is about $75 for you. My favorite is the sanding pads, and my least favorite would have to be the square. I'm excited to use the small clamps for some bandsaw boxes and be able to sand them properly with the sanding pads. I'll do that really soon. Thanks for watching, subscribe for more, and see you next time.